New project. Putting a ceiling fan up on a low-hanging ceiling, and you can see how low it is. I can put my hand up against it flat. So trying to find a fan that's really a hugger, kind of hard because they all have a light kit, and god damn it, you know, anyway. So yeah, there was a light over there, and I had to drill another hole to go through the roof, which is a beam right here, going all the way right next to this hole I drilled. Now fishing that wire through was quite a deal, and what finally got me in line was I kept moving it around until I saw it with a flashlight, and then I grabbed a pair of long hemostats, and I got a hold of it, and then got it down to the hole, and then grabbed it with a pair of long needle nose pliers. And yeah, I've taken a pain pill. Drilling those holes was kind of rough, but the long needle nose pliers, and then I just, you know, yanked it down. So that was a what was it, a 14-2 wire. So thankfully it wasn't that heavy, and that was a 3/4 inch hole, so that yanked through good. I figured I'd be there a lot longer trying to line these two holes up, but thank God there wasn't anything up in the roof, and I know there isn't anything up there because it's only about 8 inches between the ceiling and the actual roof right in that area. So I didn't think there'd be much there, and I knew the beams where they were running. So anyway, I'm going to continue on. I'm going to do this wiring. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might replace that light. It was one of those old lights that had a bunch of fiberglass in it, and you know, it was kind of a weird looking thing. I mean, this is an old house. I think it was built in 1950. Either 1950 or 1960, I don't know. But it's old. It's either older than I am or just a couple of years younger. So anyway, the light may get a different one, and the fan's going to be a 52 inch. And I don't think I'm going to put the light kit on it because I'm 6'2", and I'm going to run into that thing all the time. I just know it. I mean, even though I don't go out here much, but this is a hot area out here in this, what you might want to call a foyer, in a way. I don't know. It goes around both ways where they built this thing in, and so in either case, yep, there's a new project. So let me continue on, and then I'll film again, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, bye. Yeah, okay. Well, there it is. Fan is installed. I gotta do something with that lighting kit, or I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I don't hit that with my head yet. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna put a track light up there, something with a switch on it, because I had a dimmer switch over here. Goddamn sun over here. You can see where it was darker, and of course that dimmer switch hasn't worked for 15 years, so I just put an on-off switch in for the fan. You don't need a dimmer switch for a fan anyway, and it didn't work. It just turned on and off. You had to push it and the knob kept falling off. So yeah, I think a track light, something like what I have over here. This, there, that thing is really nice. Wow, okay. It's got these little LED or LCD, I don't know what the hell they are, bulbs in them. I'm sure you can't even find them if you want to buy a replacement, but thing really puts some light on the subject. And that would fit over that really nice, and it would stay out of the way of the fan blades, because you can move these arms. These arms, you can swing them any direction you like, and that's pretty cool. And you can turn the lights too. So anyway, now there it is, the project. Now I wanted this to be my Saturday project because I'm not going to go out tomorrow. I'm getting a little still kind of foggy, you know, about missing Joey and all, but not whining here, just saying, you know, I still feel it. And just going to the bars or pubs and even out to lunch and everything, it's just not very fun right now. I'm going to have to find my mojo somewhere else, but it's not going to be at the other side of a bar room, putting up with idiot people there and crazy bitches. And you know, 2 weeks ago some barmaid threw a goddamn bottle at a guy. I mean, come on, man, that's unprofessional shit. But I'm just getting tired of it all. One place, they said they're trying to go non-smoking because they want to do more food, and they're in the wrong area to do that shit. But yeah, I told them they won't get my business anymore. You know, I live in Florida, and the thing is, you know, you live in Florida, and it gets hot here. You know, if you're out riding, and most of these pubs, they enjoy the bikers because, well, they spend money, and they tip fairly well. So you know, you're riding, you're on an air-cooled bike. Most of them are Harleys up here, and you know, you're sweating your balls off. And now you can't go into an air-conditioned bar where you're paying $2.75, you know, $2.50, or somewhere $3 an hour or a beer, and you know, to go sit outside in the heat. Not going to happen. You know, if I want to have a beer and be in the air conditioning, well, I can stay at home, and the beer costs me, I don't know, about 79 cents. You know, so fuck them. Anyway, all right, that's the end of my rant at the end of my fan installation here. And I'll find something else to do tomorrow. Maybe I'll go to Lowe's and I'll get that track light. That's a good idea. It'll keep me busy. All right, people, take care. And I'm back. Day 2 of my project has concluded, other than cleanup, getting the tools put away, and a little bit of filler. So, anyway, there it is. Actually, the lighting kit and everything else is high enough up to where if I'm running around in flat shoes here, I can walk under it without hitting my head. And I've shortened these chains, and I don't hit them either. Now, I'm sure if I wear my boots, I'll run right into it. And here's the other. Went and picked one up this morning at Lowe's. Of course, they didn't have any on the shelf, and I had to wait half an hour to get a guy there to help me, and he looked it up, and they had 24 more of them up on top of the shelving, so he pulled one down for me, and that's up there now. Now I got to do a little bit of filler up there. I got some wood. It's that plastic wood crap, and it matches the ceiling pretty good, so I'm going to have to, you know, get a little bit around there just to make it look a little bit better. Unfortunately, I needed the room to do it that way, and I couldn't flush mount it because you know, all the wiring that went up in there. Plus, I had to add a pull chain to it, which they don't come with that. You know, there's a light switch for a fan kit, and it works fine for these little things. And so I had to drill that out and put that little switch in there. And that I did that in the one in the living room too. Sorry about that. I'm pointing with using the camera. So anyway, all those wires are now nicely tucked in there. Everything's hooked up, and I've got everything on the switch. So there's the fan. It gets going, and now Felix asked me if it runs very slow because it's a 52 inch, and well, not really. They put up a pretty good breeze at high. Now it's got 3 speeds, and the lighting kit is nice. You know, of course turning it off is even nicer than this thing. Now watch your eyes, because that is some bright shit. I mean, woo. Yeah, I can't even look at it in here, but I've got them aimed in all directions, so at night, you know, it'll be illuminating places where you might want to go. So, okay, enough of that. So anyway, now it's Saturday, about mid-afternoon, I guess, and yeah, I mean, all it took is, the fan was $40 on sale, which you can't beat that. I mean, that they had, you know, $39.99. So I bought that, and then the lighting kit, or the little, what do you call it? It's not track lighting, but it, you know, that thingy up there. That was actually $30, plus the switch and a little pull chain thing, you know, the add-on, because of course, like I said, that it didn't come with that. So everything there came together about $38. In other words, the lighting kit cost almost as much as the fan did. And anyway, I mean, I'm not unhappy at all. I like the way it looks. It works well. It'll keep this area a lot cooler. And you know, most of the electrical stuff, like the switches and stuff like that, I've got a whole box full of them that are either brand new or almost new, because I bought too many on another project or whatever, and I just, you know, I kept throwing them into a Tupperware box, and I always go through that first. So you know, the things they supply, like the wire thingies here for the what do you call it, the electrical, you know, speed nuts. They give you such small speed nuts that they wouldn't fit on, good grief, half the wiring unless you're using speaker wire. So, you know, I've got stuff like that in stock. Anyway, yeah, besides that, so I got, you know, about $80 into it, plus gas, my labor, which nowadays is worth nothing, because I enjoy it. Actually, I like doing this as long as I can take my time. And, you know, as far as paying the labor, it was, I think 14 beers, 2 pain pills, 8 Excedrins. Put that into a dollar figure. Anyway, all right, that's my project for the weekend. Now I got to go clean up, and I've got to put a bunch of other stuff away that I bought, oils and things for the bike and the car, in case, you know, I need to do that. They had that on sale at Walmart. And that's it. So everybody enjoy your weekend. And if I don't talk to you, enjoy next week. So goodbye.